Magic and the Brain, guided close read. The two scientists who wrote this article study the nervous system, which has to do with the nerves in the human body. Nerves transmit signals to and from the brain and all of the body's muscles and organs. The title is the name that is attached to a piece of writing. The title is sometimes called a heading. The title is just one type of text feature, or an element that helps organize or call attention to important information. This title is accompanied by a photograph, a visual element that both clarifies the title's meaning and draws readers into the text. How do the title and visual elements that accompany it introduce the text? Pause while you think. The title states the topic, so readers know what the article is about. The photograph emphasizes the magic aspect of the article. The lines of electricity create a little excitement and perhaps raise curiosity. The authors begin the article with an anecdote, which is a brief account of an event. Authors use anecdotes to make a point or to provide information in an entertaining or memorable way. Reread lines 1 through 9. Identify words and phrases that make the anecdote especially vivid. What effect do the word choices have on this opening paragraph? Pause while you think. Vivid words and phrases include tiny white dress, luminous beacon of beauty radiating, burning her image, and a blaze of red. The vivid details help make readers feel as if they are witnessing the event. Words in boldface type, dark, heavy print are also text features. Boldface words call attention to important words or ideas. Look at lines 21 through 25 and the footnotes. Identify the words in boldface type as well as the associated definitions in the margins, and identify how they impact the reading of the text. Pause while you think. The boldface words neural and neuroscientists are critical vocabulary words. Their definitions make the text easier to understand as they are placed where the words first occur. Footnotes are notes at the bottom of a page. They provide definitions or additional information to help a reader understand. Find the word intuitive on line 22. Use the context. Those are the words and phrases surrounding it that provide hints about its meaning, to try to determine the word's meaning. Use the footnote to confirm the meaning and restate the ideas in your own words. Pause while you think. Thompson has a natural ability to understand how to use science to make his trick work. Sidebars are boxes that appear alongside an article or within it to provide additional information related to the text. Sidebars often contain additional graphic aids, such as charts, graphs, or photographs. Reread the sidebar on page 79. Explain how the text and graphic aid enhance the information in the main text. Pause while you think. The sidebar explains how neuroscientists investigated and determined whether a visual illusion originates in the eye or in the brain. The photograph shows the painting that creates the illusion. To summarize is to retell a text's central or main ideas in your own words. When you summarize, you should be objective. Don't include your own opinion or your judgment about the text. Sometimes stopping to summarize a paragraph or a section as you read can help you remember the information. Reread lines 85 through 94. Identify the central idea, then summarize the paragraph. Pause while you think. The central idea is that scientists and magicians have different aims, yet they can learn from each other. An example summary. Neuroscientists try to understand the brain's cognitive functions. Magicians try to find cognitive weaknesses. Neuroscientists could use magicians' techniques to explore brain functions farther. Authors choose words carefully to convey certain meanings. Reread lines 110 through 116. Identify context clues that might help you determine the meaning of robust, then confirm using a dictionary tool. What is the effect of the use of the word robust? Pause while you think. The phrase more effective suggests that robust describes something better or stronger. Robust has a sense of being both strong and healthy, in the sense of an experiment being well thought out or very thorough. Remember that a sidebar is a box alongside the text or within the article that adds additional information to support reader understanding. Reread the sidebar on page 81. Explain how it adds or contributes to the topic. Pause while you think. The main text above the graphic aid mentions using new experimental techniques that could lead to diagnosing or treating certain disorders. The graphic aid gives an example of how brain research is used to explore Alzheimer's disease. Stopping to summarize a paragraph as you read can help you clarify meaning and better comprehend the central idea. Reread lines 124 through 134. Summarize the paragraph by first identifying the central idea and then identifying the supporting details. Pause while you think. Sample summary. Misdirection is the act of turning spectators' attention away from a secret action. Overt misdirection is a direct request to spectators to focus on something. On page 83, we find a second heading in this article. A heading, like a title, is another text feature that organizes information for readers. Headings tell what a section of text is about. Reread the heading in the middle of page 83. What is this section going to be about? How does that represent a new kind of information in the article? Pause while you think. The previous section was about neuromagic and how neuroscientists are using magicians' techniques to understand the brain. This heading reveals that the next section of text will deal with controlling the brain rather than just understanding it. In a longer article, it is sometimes useful to summarize a section instead of each paragraph. Notice the heading above line 166. Turn it into a question. Reread the heading above line 166. Turn it into a question. How can we control awareness in the wired brain? Reread and summarize the last section of the article by using the heading turned question as a guide. Pause while you think. Scientists are using the illusion techniques of magic to learn more about cognitive functions. In one study, illusory correlation causes subjects to misidentify causes and effects. In another study, scientists were able to see the particular part of the brain that was active while subjects watched magic tricks. Using the techniques of magicians may allow scientists to understand and possibly even control the brain's specific areas of function.